about to go ahead and just jump into it. Welcome everybody. Maybe what, a little mystic, a little. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I was like, you know what? Maybe it'll
Hey
work.
y'all, welcome to the room. There we go. Yeah. Oh, maybe a look. We good.
That's
we good.
Boom.
Welcome to Woman Crush.
Every
Every
day.
day where we discuss queer media, especially when it is black and especially when it is woman. I am your host, Tang B, aka Sean B. Scribe.
And I'm your host, Allison.
Yes, Allison. And we have on some really sweet gear.
Yeah. Check us out. We are like dripped up in super petty gear, courtesy of 72 Freckles. We got hit up this past week, and I don't know how well you can see that, but
not really.
Yo, the hashtags are on here. We can just
we'll
read the
hashtag
card.
it.
Hashtag 72 Freckles. Hashtag I got freckles. But thank you to 72 Freckles for shipping us this gear and decking us out. So if you're feeling super petty or feeling blessed and highly petty and you want to rock that and get it on,
yes,
boom, you know where to go. So thank you for that. We got a dope sticker too.
Yeah,
and
love it.
And a lapel pin. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for vibing with what we do. And it's dope to be able to put folks on and spread the message and spread awareness. So shout out.
Thank you. Speaking of shout outs, we have a shout out to our new subscribers. So shout out to 2 Snaps and a Circle. Thank you for joining subscribing. Us. Yes. A. Holland. Shout out to Dola J. And finally to Scarlett Andrews. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all the new subscribers who tapped in. To get started, download the Google that's disrespectful. I love how live this is though.
Very live today.
That was so live. We gotta. All right, let's get into this episode.
So yes, we are gonna discuss 20s on BET by Lena Waithe. Season 2, episode 7.
We are deep into the season at this point.
Are.
I think we're 10 episodes.
We're almost there.
So episode 7. Yeah, we are. We're. Oh,
let's get into it because things are building up, and I think we're gonna have more to come. So, what was your favorite moment?
All right. So this was an interesting episode. I feel like the vibe was very different from a lot of the episodes. And I think my favorite moment, it was more like energies that made it feel like a favorite moments for me. So I don't know. I thought the joint when they were trying to get into the theater festival, okay, so I feel like I need to give some context. If you haven't seen the episode, we already know we fill this boy up with spoilers, so that just is what it is. So in this episode, they go to, Marie and Zach and Hattie and Idina all go to the Moondance festival. It's like an independent film festival.
It's a play on Sundance.
you just remove all the dollar. All right, so they go to this festival and. Hattie kind of brings Idina along in the last minute, but she's not prepared to enjoy the festival. They can't really get into shows
at all,
and it's not working out so smooth. So there's one scene where they're Hattie is trying to finesse her way into one of the screenings, and the dude at the door is just
not having it.
And it was funny because you could see they're trying to Hattie was trying to lean into the allyship because the dude is a white gay dude, you know what I mean? And she was just not having it. So that was, I don't know, I thought that was kind of a funny moment.
It was funny. It was also the best scene between Hattie and Idina where they kind of teamed up okay, can we charm him? How can we get in? What can we do? They were really working together, and I feel like it was kind of the only time where they weren't bumping heads.
Yo, this
was
episode
tough
was
for the
full
Hattie
of
and
that.
Idina fans.
You know, I know. As a Hattie and Idina fan, my little feelings got hurt all through this episode. I was like, all my dreams, all my hopes and wishes.
Yeah, I'm believing a little less in Hattie and Idina, but I think they can pull through. So I love that moment. I love the moment too where they're trying to get into the party where Hattie's like, I can get us into this party. Okay, they see that there's a party later. They've already struggled to get into any screening at all. They've only been able to get into one that Marie got them in on diversity and inclusion. That was a funny scene. And so Hattie's like, no, we can get into this party, no problem. I'm gonna use my charm. I'm gonna finesse it. And, once again, it doesn't work out. Hattie can't finesse anything. The finesse is not, they don't get into the party. But they do run into Alicia. So, I'm gonna come back to that.
All right.
Who was your woman crush?
I mean, easy for me this episode. Hattie was my woman crush, just because I feel like Hattie, in true Hattie fashion, I mean, is just an honest person. You know what I mean? Like, Hattie just is Hattie the whole time. Like, not really understanding a whole bunch of all the extra stuff, but just like trying to get it, just like walking by faith and moving forward. And I appreciate that in Hattie. Sometimes that can be irritating as hell, but then also that's real. That's real. And Hattie really showed me that realness this episode.
She is real.
How about you?
Real. My woman crush was Idina's hairstyles. Okay? Coming with it.
We crushing on hairstyles.
Yes.
I love that.
Because it takes skill, it takes patience, it takes balance, because putting a bun on when your hair is this long and it's locks, that's heavy. So that's dedication. Like, the hairstyles were rocking. Like, from the plain with the like kind of cornrow them all to the side for a little cascade fall. I love that look.
Yes.
But then when they were actually at the films, and she had the two cornrows here, and then it was like a kind of braid thing on top into this like beautiful bun.
You really just added this to your Pinterest board right now.
I definitely did.
You really just.
I was like, noted. That might be the Thanksgiving look. I don't know. Do I have time to actually like braid it up tomorrow? I think I do. I think I have time for that.
That's fair.
Yeah, the hairstyles were rocking. It was gorgeous to see.
That's fair. Yo, I want to shout out a couple folks. Jamaica Swim, we see you in the chat on YouTube. Shout out. Thanks for joining us. I see you. Yo, 12 more keys. Thanks for joining us. And thank you for the hoodie shout out too. Like, yeah, it is pretty fly, right? Thank you. And 20s, yo, thank you for tapping in.
Absolutely.
What's up? And
Azor B. Ray.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. All right, so what should stay, what should go?
So in this episode, I feel like, even though it was all kind of red flags for the Idina Hattie thing, I feel like I needed to stay. Okay. I don't know if I'm just saying I wanted to stay because I said I wanted it in the beginning. I think maybe I'm being a little bit stubborn, because it's like, but I think in the same way that I feel like I want to see Marie and Chuck go through things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to see Hattie and Idina go through things. Like, knowing that they are not the perfect couple. Like, it's just,
they're not.
That's not happening. We already see that. But like, in what ways do they grow each other and expand each other's worldviews? I don't know. I think I would be interested in seeing maybe Hattie tightens up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Hattie starts, I don't know, setting more boundaries and being more considerate in how she involves other people in her process. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think Idina was being a hating ass.
It was a lot.
It was a little extreme. I'm like, damn, you didn't even have to come here. You know what I'm saying? We doing you favors. But hey,
I also think it was a lesson, because this is the first time they've traveled together. So now Idina knows we travel differently.
Yes.
That's a lesson to learn. But then, like, the juggling of all the dynamics of their relationship, like, we are acquaintances, we are writing buddies, we are workshop partners, we are friends, we are I'm a vent to you after this terrible thing happens. We are so many layers to that, and I feel like they have to learn how to navigate all the layers of that, and when those shut off and when they turn on. And yeah, Idina was she was doing a lot. She was doing a lot as a workshop creative partner, when I was like, but y'all on the couples trip, so
yeah,
that's not the input she's asking for right now.
No, yeah.
And she didn't ask for the input. She didn't ask, is my script ready?
Not at all. That made me feel so many ways. Like, whoa, Idina.
Yeah.
Chill on me.
What's crazy, though, is even in hearing Idina say that, I think she's coming from a place of care. I think she already told us she wants to, like, fix people. And so we get to kind of see that play out. Mm-hmm. But Ida B pretty much said the same thing to Hattie. Like, it's not there, it's not ready. And
that's fair. That is fair. Thank you for going into the archives. Yeah, for saying that.
It may not be ready, but I also think as a friend, the role is to be supportive and to ask questions. That's just like,
yeah, I think that's such a fine line, though, for like when you are projecting your fear onto somebody versus
that projection. Yeah.
Because it might not be ready to you, but it also might be totally ready to the person who's seeing it. And I feel like that showed me all of the unpacking that Idina needs to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
In terms of how she's seeing her work, because she's supposed to be so much further along in her skill set, and yet Hattie is so much further along in her career just stepping out on faith. You know what I'm saying? By just not really knowing all the answers, but putting herself in the situation and
knowing people. She has connections.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She knows Marie.
Yeah.
Now she knows Marie and Nia. So yeah, when she told Idina, like, you're still making latte art, I was like,
that was savage. Okay,
don't do that to her.
Yeah, that was a lot going on.
Because she did pull you into a community. She is helping you with your script. I do think that they, much in the way that I think Hattie and Ida B needed each other to grow and to see something new and see where things can go. I do think Hattie and Idina need each other. I think they need to grow from one another, and they each have something that the other person needs. But yeah. Okay, so what can stay for you? Well, that can stay. More of saying that. What can go?
I think I was gonna say all the dudes can go, but that's not true. That's not true. Tristan can stay. Tristan can always stay because Tristan is chilling.
Tristan needs to check in more than once every few weeks.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's tough because I will say hands down in my 20s, I feel like weeks didn't necessarily feel like weeks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I did have a very like fucked up perception of time. And so in that way, it's just like, man, let this man breathe. I'll catch up with you in a few weeks. But I get it now. Okay, weeks. Weeks are a long time.
Check in.
Weeks are a long time. Okay, I get it now. But like, that doesn't mean that you have a bad heart just because you don't understand.
No.
Weeks.
I think he's a good guy, and I think he does have a good hold on, like, I need time for me, and I need time to check in. I have to be okay with myself. I'm comfortable saying what I feel. I'm comfortable defending why I did a certain thing. I think Tristan is really healthy. I do think Nia is spending way too much time entertaining Ben. and Tristan.
Ben weird ass. Ben, what is Ben doing? Ben an alcoholic now?
He's weird.
Ben's chilling at the house getting
He's
drunk.
He's giving up on life.
Can he not handle the heights?
He's not giving
up on life. Is that what it is?
Life.
Like he got like elevated and now it's just like he's spinning.
He might be having imposter syndrome.
Yeah,
and feel
what is
like,
he going
or
through?
He might feel like I'm too good for this. Like, I think how he feels about Lauren. He feels like he's too good for Lauren. Like, I've grown beyond you now. I got a promotion. You still sitting around being an assistant. I need me a black queen like Nia who can represent my black joy.
I was worried about Lauren when she was eating the snacks and talking to him. If you talking to your snacks like that, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's weird.
I love that she was like, "You're too cute to eat." That was funny, and then she ended up eating it and apologizing to it.
Smashing it.
Funny. I hear Jamaica Swin is sending out a search party for Ida B. I know we ain't seen her.
I know
she ain't in Hattie's view no more. So
we gotta bring Ida B back.
Well, I'm gonna go with Jamaica Swin and you. Ben can go. Yeah, I'm over Ben. I think he needs to do a lot more finding of himself. I don't want Nia involved in that at all. Her sister can go. You know, being annoying.
Get the sister out the house.
Oh my God! Like, is her sister having like problems? Like, is her sister getting a divorce? Like, why is she still there?
Well, she said the excuse was that the parents were trying to get her life in order. That she sent her to Nia's house to talk some sense into her.
I don't believe that.
But yeah, you think she's got her own problems,
right? Because she's already hinted that she has marriage issues, but at least she has somebody.
It's true. And
I wonder, you know, how much does she have? I don't know. I'm speculating. But okay, so Ben can go. The sister can move. Yeah, Idina being super critical when it's not the time. That can go. But also Hattie planning. Hattie, I really see you because the finessing of the plane ticket, that was nice. That was real nice. That was like nice. Playing on a budget. You worked that. The Airbnb, been there before. You know, you book one, the pictures look different, you get what you get. The no passes to see the movies.
That was a bummer.
That makes everything
That
whack.
Was a bummer.
And you needed a plan B, like, yo, okay, we're gonna go rent the best films and do it here together and talk about these. Like, she needed a new plan, but she kept trying to finesse in the same way. Hattie, you gotta come up with new plans.
I feel like I want to put this in the queer canon though. I feel like I want to put this in the queer canon. So I don't know if we're there yet, but at the queer canon joint, I feel like what Idina was presenting to Hattie in terms of what Hattie needed to have together already was just like, why are you doing that? Like, what money are you bringing to this table? You know, it felt very much like role playing in a way that's like, yo, okay.
That's true.
You know.
I mean, but she did get invited on the trip.
I mean, she got invited on a trip, but then it's like you also understand the circumstances.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't...
did she? It didn't seem like she understood the circumstances.
Okay.
It seemed like she found out the circumstances.
No, you have to understand. Well, you got to understand some of the circumstances. Like, she broke.
Yeah, she does know that.
You know what I'm saying? She's homeless.
Yeah,
Hattie is hopping from house to house. Do you think she just got the plane tickets together? The lodging is legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yes, y'all are barely making it. She doesn't have the tickets. So,
that's true. And that's part of the just like accepting that somebody is in their 20s like you are.
And I don't know if that's like a role thing necessarily. I don't know if that was a matter of role playing in this episode. But it kind of read like, I don't know. It just read weird to me. Like, y'all jumping into a lot and the expectations are very high. And I need them to be relaxed.
I feel like, yes, all of that. And I feel like Hattie might have led Idina to believe, I got comp everything. Like, no, my friend is getting me in. And it seems like Hattie learned at the airport, like, you don't have comp everything. I said you could come.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, what I'm happy to see in the queer canon is a relationship about two queer women that is not about them coming out. It's not about them trying to overcome society for love. It is not about them trying to hide it from their friends. It is just two women out on a trip to watch some films and talk about them together, and the antics of that not working out. And that is refreshing and lovely to see.
Yeah.
With something, the stakes aren't so high. It's just like, no, we're actually getting to know each other, and here's some hijinks about like whether or not that's going well.
Yeah. You were going to say something about Alicia.
Oh, okay. So I like this setup of, Hattie's already met Alicia. Ida B was already jealous about Hattie giving Alicia compliments when she went to go see her film in the last season. So I think that Alicia is queer. And I'm not going to say that. I'm going to go back and look up and see if this is the same actor who's from another show who played a queer character.
Yes,
and so
Super Sleuth. Do you see her? She's out here piecing them together.
Pew, 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 pew. It's the chart.
Oh my gosh,
so
nice.
So
nice.
With Alicia, Marie has already said, I really love this one film, and it's by this Japanese director, Alicia, and I've already set up, back when we get back to LA, a meeting with her. And so I just think, this is going to become a more prominent character, and maybe, a challenge to what's going on with Idina. And Idina already was looking like, okay, so you didn't like the film, but now you like the film because she liked the film.
Yo, okay. Idina was serving up.
She was on it.
Oh my gosh, the whole I'ma edit your stuff and like it and trying to shut her down. I was like, yo, Idina, I really need you to
it's
not
a lot.
Do that.
Y'all are dating, right? They're not official.
Yeah.
They don't even have a title yet. She trying to figure out like what to even say your relationship is.
You feel me?
A few steps back.
Yes.
But then again, I do feel like that's the confusion of their relationship, is that it's so many levels, and there's, when you're creative partners with somebody and you're just like going off of like, oh, you come to me to vent and get advice, and you bring your creative work to get advice on it, I'm gonna give you that reel. But Idina needs to learn her own process for giving social feedback.
There's a line. There's a line between real and just actually like you actually want me to cater to your ego.
Yeah. I agree. Idina is scared, I think, to send her own work out.
She needs to, get herself out there.
Yeah. All right. So that's what it is. Also, did we talk about who directed this?
No, but this episode was directed by Sierra Shooter Glaude, who we reviewed a film that she directed called Spilt Milk.
So good.
If dig into the archives of Woman Crush Every Day. We talked about this film, had a blast with it.
Oh my god.
Really, really beautiful short film that she directed, and I'm just a fan of this director and want to continue to see the work that comes from her. And those are just my 2 cents.
Absolutely. So shout out again to 72 Freckles. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.
Great.
And it feels so good.
It does. It's really soft.
It feels really good, and the quality is there. So thank you again for the gear, and keep it up, keep it going.
Absolutely. And shout out to Bread House.
Yes, indeed. Shout out Bread House, and shout out the new music that we have going on right now. We have this song out called Back for Christmas. With the holidays coming up, make sure you check out Back for Christmas on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, all those places where you can hear music.
Yes.
And have fun.
Absolutely.
And happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Absolutely.
All that good
stuff. Down with the pilgrims, up with getting together and filling our bellies with good time and good laughter.
And family, and chosen family, and whatever family that is. Those people who love you, take that day if you have it off, and make sure you
Friendsgiving,
enjoy
get in a Zoom call, get in something. Get on Facebook Live, eat together, find your people.
Yes, all of that.
Yes.
So until next week, y'all.
Peace.